Here we go. Much prettier than redstone, yeah?
I don't much like fighting Protoss if I can avoid it.
Not just any old Protoss. Fanatics called the Tal Darim. They believe the Terrazine is sacred. A gift from the Zernaga.
If these Tal'Darim bring in their air power, they're gonna hammer us. Swan, get the Goliath schematics loaded at the factory. If their anti-air missiles are still any good, we might just pull this off.
All right, cowboy. I'll get the Goliath schematics loaded so we can build more.
How do we get to the Terrazine?
See those altars? Tal'Darim mystics set him up to collect the Terrazine. We just need to grab it.
Well, our SCVs will be able to haul the Terrazine. We just gotta keep them protected. With any luck, we can pick up what we need before the Tal'Darim find us. All right, let's get to it.
Hey guys, what is going down? This is Ares, and I'm going to be bringing you a non-Protoss mission for StarCraft 2. Who would have thought? This game actually has Terrans in it. This is Welcome to the Jungle, and it's a pretty easy mission if you have the right unit composition. I expected it to be very difficult because it was the one mission that I had to bring down to normal on my first run-through, which I did on hard, except for this mission. So I was surprised how easy it was. It's probably the easiest mission that I've done so far on Brutal, which is like a complete flip. But I did this mission after I unlocked Vikings, so maybe that's why it was so easy. I waited until I got them. I never even got. I don't get any Goliaths in this level, and but yeah. So I think I put a reactor with the factory, and then I switch it onto the starport in a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I pretty much just do a Marine medic combo with some Diamondbacks and some Vikings to pretty much rape the skies. But just a few suggestions if you are trying this level for something other than just beating it on Brutal. If you're trying to get the achievement for having them not seal off any geysers, just get a vulture raiding party of about 6 or 8, and whenever you see a probe just sealing up one of the areas, just send them out, target the probe, and then just shift click them back to your base, and it worked fine for me. I beat it first try doing that. And obviously you have to get all of the Protoss artifacts if you want the achievement for getting all the mission objectives, which there's one hidden in like the top right corner, which is pretty obscure to get. Excuse me. So yeah, we're pretty much just massing an army right here. You do not need to leave your base, and you shouldn't until the Protoss start talking to you. And they say, oh, we aren't going to allow you to harvest the Terrazine gas. So yeah, just pretty much wait until then, and then once Mr. Tal'Darim dude tells you that he's pissed off, then you can grab an SCV, and it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to be showing you my general path that I take on this mission. It seems to be the most effective and probably the quickest. Obviously, you start out getting this one here on the bottom left. That's a pretty big no-brainer. Apparently, they just sent like a nice little raiding force. You cannot have your forces leave your base when you go for the first geyser. Nothing will attack your SCV, I think. But they are going to send like 2 zealots up into your base, so you gotta watch out for that. So at this point I just kind of had some extra money, so I'm like, hey, they're making a lot of stalkers, let's get some Diamondbacks. And those Diamondbacks are pretty damn overpowered. Again, you'll see why the Vikings are so good. They pretty much destroy the scouts, which I believe are armored, and then the Marine medics are, you know, good against everything else. But I'm going to be doing the rest of this guide solo casted. I don't want to go into too deep about why. Oh yeah, they tried to actually block that off, but my SCV had already harvested it. But New Vegas is coming out very soon, so I'm just going to be going through these super fast. And then it's currently Sunday night, and obviously this pertains to absolutely nothing like a week after the video comes out, but once New Vegas comes out, I'm probably going to become very unproductive because I'm going to be playing the shit out of that game and then making a guide eventually, which will be my next guide after I finish StarCraft 2, which I have about 21 of 29 missions recorded, so it might be a little bit. I will finish StarCraft 2 before I start New Vegas, just a heads up, but yeah. So you don't need to go super heavy on the Vikings. I think I just stick at my 5 range, and pretty much what I do is I send up, so I take the one that was to the left and a little bit higher than the first one that we got, and then I take the one that's north of that, and then I send an SCV up and build a bunker at this kind of wide choke, and then I have that SCV harvest the gas that's right next to that, because you need some sort of defense from the Protoss that are going to be attacking every so often. And they do have cannons up there, so you might want to be careful. So then we're going to send that SCV over there, get some Mariners in that bunker, just so we have some added defense. And there we go. SCV is harvesting the Terrazine. You should have a completely safe path. Don't forget about that Protoss artifact right there. But yeah, don't be afraid to stim your Marines when you have like these Vikings and the scouts and all that stuff. I don't think I stemmed, and I think those Marines in the bunker actually weren't doing anything. Yeah, I did stem. So we're just going to wait here until this SCV finishes harvesting this Terrazine, and I think that's going to give us... Screen's very low resolution. I should actually expand it. So yeah, we're just going to follow this SCV back to home. There we go. And pretty much, now that we have that SCV, who is apparently walking back to our control group because he was in it, we are going to start moving up north.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
And I think Marines were actually still in that bunker. I forgot to take them out. But don't forget to keep making units and all that fun stuff. And don't suicide your Vikings. And they are going to have a Nexus here. You might as well kill it. I'm not sure if you actually get resources in it, but might as well try. And for some reason I thought it would be smart to try and pick that off, but it didn't exactly come out like that. Which is why my resolution's like this. Anyway, so yeah, once we take out this Nexus right here, we are not going to even bother with the 2 on the right side, because I think the Protoss even marked off one of those. Did their little proby thing, where they totally stop you. And I was getting supply blocked a lot. I don't like the fact that orbital commands do not have supply drop in single player, because, I mean, it was totally worth the upgrade, because mules, and you basically get orbitals as a free in-game upgrade. Like, all your command centers, when you build them, start as orbitals, so that's a really nice bonus. But yeah, I don't like the fact that it does not have supply drop. Yeah, I could get the research thing for it, but I'd much rather have faster automated refineries.
Additional supply depots required.
So anyway, this is the last stop right here. We require 3 more Terrazine gas containers. So we are simply going to not suicide our Marines into a Psy Storm and lose our entire Viking force. So just send up a bunch of SCVs, build a bunker, make sure your waypoint isn't broken, and then they're just going to start mauling huge amounts of zealots and stalkers and all sorts of fun stuff. And apparently they like tried to have their stuff run away, and I had a really broken waypoint, like pathetically broken. And Yeah, I'm quite surprised that I lived through this, but my bunker got up, so it was cool. And then we had a diamondback. Yeah, but the kind of the eastern one in this area and the southern one, those two are safe to take while you're defending here, but geez, my waypoints are so bad. Like, I'm looking at it every time. Anyway, and just kind of use this bunker as a safe area, and you should be quite okay. I mean, really, if you can just get the bunker up, you are completely safe. Their air is pretty much terrible, and for reset. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at that and I'm like, okay, wow, that's pathetic. But once you harvest all those areas right there, that'll give you a nice open area, and just run your ass back to your command center, and you beat the mission. So I'll be seeing you guys for the next mission, which is coming up very shortly. So I'll see you then.
Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required.
Ready to plunder.
That's the last canister. I think we've outstayed our welcome, boys.